Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Welcome to Friday, everybody. Hello, you are in the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Game. We got Hek'ma Harrison, Barry Church. I am Newy Scruggs, taking you into the weekend as week number 3 for the Cowboys will
lightweight.
take place Sunday. I don't know Ronnie Coleman can save him this week. Mr. Olympia. Ain't like me, Mr. Olympia, to come in there on the D-line.
Lightweight. Let's go, man.
Have I ever told y'all my Ronnie Coleman story?
Nah, what's up with
I haven't.
Nah, I ain't never heard it.
It's so embarrassing.
What happened, dog? What happened?
Worked out with Ronnie?
No, hell no.
I have.
You've worked out with Ronnie Coleman?
Yeah.
You lying. I need proof. I need pictures. Are you serious? You worked out with Ronnie Coleman?
You was spotting that?
Yeah.
That man ain't dumb.
Yep.
Lightweight.
Yep.
Oh, his man did it. Now, we're doing a story on Ronnie.
Oh, I got you.
So, man, I'm from all the muscle mags and all that, Ronnie Coleman from the muscle mags, and look, you ever worked out or ever been in there working out, Ronnie Coleman is somebody that you know. No, like, idolized Ronnie Coleman coming up, man, and saw Ronnie Coleman at a Mavericks game right in front of me. He is bigger than the door.
Whoa.
He is like, this was real Ronnie Coleman at the Mavericks game. I'm looking at him. He's coming right at me. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, Ronnie Coleman. First thing out of my mouth was, Flex Wheeler.
No.
Why did I do that?
It was just a brain fart.
Why did I do that? I called Ronnie Coleman Flex Wheeler to his face. And I couldn't even recover from it because the look he gave me was just like, no.
Nah, brother.
Anyway, that is.
That's
embarrassing.
Yeah,
and I did that. And I'm just, y'all tell Ronnie I'm sorry, man. I can't live that down in my mind that I did that.
Man. I wonder what you was thinking.
I don't know, because I knew it was, him and Flex were always competitors, and it just came out. I don't know. Flex Wheeler. I knew. I'm looking at him. I don't know why.
You said it with confidence.
And he thinks,
hey, and loud.
And so he's thinking you're trolling him too.
Yep.
And
wasn't.
So now
I
he thinks you're trolling
wasn't.
him. I'm just telling you, that's in his mind. He's thinking, oh, okay.
Oh, this brother want to do that. Huh?
Man.
Oh,
up close. I'm close up on him. And I did that. Anyway.
Lightweight.
Yeah, that was embarrassing as hell. I couldn't believe I did that.
Phil Heath.
Throw it about there. Dang.
That's so horrible. Dang. Horrible. Every time I see him, I'm just like, man.
That's really like you hate to see it type.
That's so embarraing.
Man, hate to see it.
Anyway.
You weren't with your boys, where like anybody else knows?
No, I was by my. Thank God, I was by myself. Yeah. I did not have anybody with me, but it was embarrassing. It was bad. I'm one of those moments that I can't live that down. I can't live that down.
Damn. Hate to see it, man.
Call Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheeler to his face.
Not lightweight, nothing. You just
Flex Wheeler. Isn't that
just
bad?
The look of disappointment probably was.
I couldn't recover. Like I said, I couldn't even recover from it because I was so. At that point, I just forgot his name completely. I was like, I know that's not Flex Wheeler. What did I just call this muscle of a person? Yeah.
Hek'ma Harrison.
In the building. Anyway, we're sharing. It's the Players Lounge, man. Sharing is caring.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay. Big game this week. Big game. Baltimore at Dallas. Baltimore, as we talked about all week long, 0-2 football team, desperately needing a victory, their first of the year. The Cowboys, 1-1 in first place right now, looking to avoid their third straight home loss, their second home loss of the season. They are in first place.
They don't feel like it.
Silver lining and everything.
But right now, looking at the sheet of integrity, Church, you and I are on point. We got the Cowboys at 1-1.
That's how we had it. We had it just like that.
I'm off.
Just
I'm
slightly,
off.
just slightly.
That's okay.
It's okay though.
I figured we'd be 2-0 by now, but
It's all right, though.
I definitely missed on that.
Yeah.
No, actually, Church.
I had him. I thought I had him. 1-1. I had him.
Nah, you
but
picked
I flipped
Cleveland.
it.
You picked Cleveland and New Orleans.
to beat them both. Wait, no.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, no, you. So we're 1-1.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah, we're 1-1. You and I 1-1.
I'm about to say, hold on.
You and I 1-1. Hek'ma, you had them 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
So right now, we on point. But this week, well, okay, we'll save that for later.
Yeah.
She's an integrity.
Interesting.
It's in pen.
It is, man. But we're gonna whoop that pen today, baby. We're gonna pimp our pen today, baby. Yeah.
You're gonna be some whiteout.
There you go. It's all good. As long as it ends up the same way that we had it in the end, that's all that matters. Okay. All right. That's all that matters.
All right, stat here. Positive stat for Cowboy fan. out
Let's
here.
go.
Okay.
Let's
Since
go.
hope you're going on in here.
2021, the Cowboys are 12-2 following a loss, a .857 win percentage in weeks following a loss. That is tied with Buffalo for the best overall mark in the NFL over the last 3 seasons. You want a Dak stat? Here's a Dak stat. He is 26-12 in his career after a loss.
Nice.
So those are
good numbers
those
right
are
there.
nuggets right there. Mike McCarthy, when he's been with the Cowboys, especially after that first COVID year, and they got rid of Mike Nolan, dude's good after loss. Dak Prescott in his career, he's good after loss. The Cowboys need to be good. They are not favored in this football game at all.
Even at home.
16-game home winning streak gone.
It didn't matter.
Uh-oh.
It didn't matter no way, right? It didn't matter. Come on. I'm sorry. I no needing.
Cowboys in first place.
Yes.
1-1.
There it is.
Philadelphia 1-1. Washington 1-1. Giants 0-2 on their way to 0-3 because they got Cincinnati this week. And
Oh, yeah, that's all
Cincinnati,
right. That's all right.
Cincinnati's 0-2. So yeah, I don't gamble, but boy, I tell you, I'd feel real good about Cincinnati this week. So there you go. We're gonna do the Yeti Cool customer next segment. Okay, next segment. For me, and I'm looking for in this game, they need to not only start fast because the Cowboys are a front-running team. Okay, they play well with the lead.
That's facts, though.
It
That's
is.
facts. That's
Come on.
facts. That's facts.
It's true.
You're right.
I
It
mean,
is
tell
true.
me
No
what I-
lies
tell me
told.
what- yeah, tell
No
me what I'm
lies
lying.
told.
Last told, my brother.
The red zone this week has to be a plus. 0-3 last week. I mean, the red zone this week's got to be, you get in there 4 times, you need to have 3. I mean, it has to be in a plus margin this week. They cannot afford to not be in the positive of the red zone this week. You simply cannot happen.
Yeah, you got to cash in when you get to the red zone because, like you said, this team has to start fast and this team has to get a lead on the Baltimore Ravens because if you don't get a lead, that brings everything that the Baltimore Ravens love to do into play. They can hand the ball off to Derrick Henry and milk that clock. That brings Lamar Jackson's legs into account. When Lamar Jackson plays at his worst, in my opinion, it's when he's trying to press. When he's down maybe 10 points, maybe 2 touchdowns here and there, that's when he's starting to say, okay, I got to do it all on my own. I got to make everything happen. And he starts to press and go after big play after big play after big play. But if you get that, early lead on them and force them to do that, if you don't get that early lead, I should say, then they can play within their offense. They can get that run on first down, run on second down, get it a 3rd and 5 range, and then that brings everything into play when you talk about Lamar Jackson being able to scramble and extend plays. You don't want to get into that type of game with this Baltimore offense out there. You want to win 1st and 2nd down and have them in those longer situations because this man is just, to me, one of the most dynamic players in football. When you talk about a guy that can extend the play using his legs, and picking up a first down for him with his legs is pretty easy, in my opinion. And I'm not so sure we got the pieces on the defensive side to keep him under wraps the entire time if it's a close game, all right? So, to me, you got to force this guy to beat you with his arm, and the way to do that is start fast and get these guys down by at least 2 touchdowns to force him to press out there. If you're able to do that, I think you got a chance. But the closer this game goes, the longer it goes that way, it favors more of the hand of Baltimore, in my opinion.
Well, one of our topics yesterday was, Dak helped the defense. And that the offense can be the defense's best friend if they're able to have these sustaining drives and keep Lamar Jackson on the sideline drinking Kool-Aid. If you're not doing that, he's in there, he's causing problems and doing exactly what you're talking about, running for those first downs and just those back-breaking drives that your defense has done everything that they possibly can do. And here he is on the 3rd and 6, just scampering out of bounds.
It's the worst
for a 7-yard gain. And he really does take teams apart that way. Mm-hmm. And if you look at the 2 games that they've lost, he still has that capability, but he's still trying to find some of his other weapons. His offensive line just doesn't have any continuity whatsoever, so you're not seeing that Baltimore running game that you're used to seeing be successful in these first couple of games. But on the offensive side for the Dallas Cowboys, they have so much that has been left to be desired. None of the things that you saw from last season seem to have come back with them this season. Dak and CeeDee Lamb are misfiring. We saw that several times in the Saints game where it's like there's a wide open CeeDee Lamb and they're missing one another. And even on the touchdown pass, it was in double coverage. A guy missed a tackle, and that's how you made that happen. So this is just one of those games where, Newy, I agree with you. You cannot trade field goals, touchdowns for field goals in this situation where you're getting down in the red zone, you're bringing out Aubrey. Those drives have to be capped off with scores. But bigger than that, you have to have that balance on offense, or else this Baltimore defense is going to absolutely come after you, because what teams have been able to do versus them now is they found those weaknesses in the back end of that defense, and they pin the tail on the donkey, whether it's Humphreys, the other, they find a way to get open. And thing is, if you get into a shootout, I absolutely that's to me worst case scenario is a shootout. But you do know that Baltimore, being a team that has blown some fourth quarter leads, will give you an opportunity to stay in this game. So, look, I'm just looking at the overall picture of the game plan that they're coming into it with this Sunday. But I absolutely know that you have to have some sustaining drives, and you also have to punch that in with scores.
Does Dallas have the offensive firepower to do a shootout, to make this a shootout?
Yes.
You believe they can do that? All right. Because we saw, the Raiders, they did a good job. You had Devontae Adams, but they also had that second piece in Brock Bowers. Yeah. They had. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ferguson is coming back this week.
Okay.
He won't be sitting next week. This week.
Okay.
He sat last week. Ferguson's going to come back. I still have faith in Cooks. I still do. I still have faith in Cooks, especially with a 32nd ranked defense out here. Yep. You're Mike McCarthy. You've got to figure out, how do we test this thing? Yeah. CeeDee Lamb is still CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, he's going to be that guy.
And one day, I don't know when, one day Jalen Tolbert going to make a play.
He made one. He did make one. I'll give him that. He did make one. He did. He did make one. I'll give him that.
So I'm just
Papas.
One day, you're gonna, oh my God, that's it. Will McClay will be sitting up in the booth.
I told you.
I do it.
He did make one play out there. I give it to him.
So yes. At some point in time, that young man's time is going to come. But I do believe. First off, it's the league, man. At some point in time, everybody gets something popped off, especially if you're a good football team. Mm-hmm. They're not a bad team. They still got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
We'll just see what they get correct, but they've got to play in front. That you want Lamar Jackson to have to throw the ball.
Got to.
That's what you need. That's what you want. Playing in front. So if they win the toss, Hek'ma,
take the ball.
Okay. Take the ball. You taking the ball?
Hell yeah. I'm taking the ball right away. I can't afford to have my defense go out there and get scored on first drive like they did. No, I got to build some confidence right away. I got to get this offense going. I got to get it going. At some point, this thing has got to be firing and clicking on all cylinders. Yeah. And we haven't seen it be that way. What you call us front runners, I don't agree with that, but we got to play with the lead. We got to get the ball. We got to play with the lead, and we can't make it close. And it feels like to me that strategy hasn't worked best for us when we defer to the second half, because I know what the mantra is. If I can do the split, as Bill, not Bill Parcells, but one of the coaches, they would always say, if I can score at the end of the half, and then also double score. Dip. I can double dip. I can double, and that's obviously, and that's one of the things that coaches always look at. But I'm just saying, for this team and their psyche and at home, get the crowd involved right away. Take the ball, go down and score.
Man, leading in front.
Belichick is who I was trying to say.
Belichick, but leading in front. Yeah.
Front running.
So
I got it. No, I just don't like the way it sounds when you say it, dog. It just sounds.
But that's your viewpoint. See, it's all about the viewpoint. You could be your advantage or your assassin. I say that as an advantage. You look at it as an assassin, as a put down. It's not a put down. This is who they are. When they put that pressure on you, it's tough. If Dak is out there dealing with CeeDee Lamb and they're going at that, you have to figure out how do we make sure these boys don't get away from us, because we saw last year especially, they had a lot of firepower. If they can figure out the weapons a little bit better here, and in Cleveland, we saw it in the first half. The second half, it wasn't there. Mm-hmm. But if you can figure that out, like when Dak beat that blitz and hit Brandon Cooks, get a couple more of these things like that. You got these long drives, finish him off in the red zone here. Now you're talking about a different game, because you want Lamar throwing 40 a game like he did that first game against Kansas City. Right. I'll still almost won, but doggone it, that's what I want, versus them sitting back here with my defense that I don't know if Mozzie Smith is playing.
Yeah.
Phillips not going to be there.
No.
Who knows what they're going to line up, man?
You don't agree with Tate?
Because I still believe the strength of this team is the defense. Even though they got demolished. They did. I said they got demolished in that game. But I still feel like that's the strength. Because when you look at it, what game so far this season has the offense performed? Like defensively, they won that game in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a defensive game. Defensive special team. They won that game. Did they get trounced in the Saints game? Of course. But what game this season, proof time and consistency, what game this season did the offense look good?
Yeah,
they scored 3 touchdowns in two games?
Yeah.
1 of 4 in the red zone, 10 of 27 in third down? Mm-hmm. Like, when you're trying to get a spark, we're trying to get these guys, let's go. We can do it. But what have we seen on tape from this offense so far this season that's like, you got to start off with your strength. You got to start off with those guys getting right.
Yeah, I'm not even calling it strength at this point. I'm still trying to find identity and strength at the same time. I'm trying to find both of those things. And like what I saw last week was I saw a defense that went out there, and as soon as they got scored on, hands go up. You know, it was automatically questioning. And you saw it, just kind of the narrative started to just keep writing itself after each and every drive. Guys started to get frustrated. We've talked about Baltimore.
We call that the scandal.
We talked about Baltimore. We talked about this offense, and we know how punishing Derrick Henry can be. So if Derrick Henry is coming downhill, and guys are like, even in that first drive, you're seeing the impact that Derrick Henry can have on this game. Dude, I think it would demoralize them. I really do. I think internally, with the things that you're already talking about, you're going to be missing Phillips. You're going to be missing Mozzie. I don't know if Mozzie's playing or not. Those still are questions that are out there. But you're going to be short-staffed. You're bringing in a guy in Carlos Watkins that you don't. There's a big question mark right there in how that's going to operate. But the one thing that you do know, you have an MVP. Second second place.
He got him on that front runner. He got him on that front runner.
We got a quarterback in Dak Prescott that you believe if he could get it going, he has the
ability to do so.
And he has the ability, he has the weapons. We believe if this offense can get going, especially this running game that you need to see more from, man, I think it will do more for the Cowboys and their confidence.
Well, this leads us into our first break. It will come back.
Our front runners.
We will have the
damn it, for the last time.
Yeti Cool Custom.
It's done.
Hek'ma Harrison, Barry Church, and Newy Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle.
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code @CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboys fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. Go Cowboys! Back to the Players Lounge.
This segment of the Players Lounge is brought to you by Yeti. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hek'ma Harrison, thank you very much. Barry Church, former Cowboys safety, is here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. I am Newy Scruggs. Time for the Yeti Cool Customer as the Cowboys get ready to take on the Ravens at Jerry World on Sunday, 3 o'clock game here. All right, Church, where are you going?
My cool customer has got to be none other than Mr. Dak Prescott, in my opinion. When you go out there, we understand what they have in offense, and we all kind of agree that there's not much juice right now outside of CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's going to get his. He's going to get his targets. He's going to get his receptions. We all saw that last week. But to me, he's gotten into that realm of quarterback where it's not good enough just to be good. You got to be that, what they love to call it, the force multiplier. Yes. You got to make those guys around you even better. All right, and we're talking about a Tolbert, Cooks, Ferguson, those individuals out there. We need him to be the quarterback to where you're looking at, man, Tolbert may be a weapon out there. Right. Oh, man, Cooks, he turned the clock back. Yeah. He's got to be that guy to be a force multiplier and get everybody on the same boat and everybody going in the right direction. And that's why I think Dak Prescott's got to be that cool customer.
Well, my Yeti cool customer is none other than Micah Parsons, and I need him to be the opposite of cool. Actually, whatever the opposite of that is, I need him to be on fire in this game. I need him to be all over the field. And I think when Coach Zimmer came in and he got an opportunity to, obviously get his hands on this defense, he recognized the kind of talent that he had on it on the outside, recognizing that he needed some different things to happen in the interior, and that has been blaring since the last game. He knows it, and I think he's trying to make adjustments for it. But if Micah Parsons isn't affecting offenses in the way that they maneuver in the pocket, or at least changing the pocket, or at least changing the way that they run at him, nothing is going to be effective, because I feel like this defense goes as he goes. Right. And if he is the one in there being that force multiplier, he is the guy that's calling on Osa Odighizuwa, and Tank is doing his job as well. All of those guys get an opportunity. Once they get that sack, once they get an interception, you just feel the whole energy of the defense start to rise. And he has to be the catalyst for this. One of the things that I don't want to just agree to that you said about Micah is the fact that you look at these other guys around the league and look at how they're impacting these games. 2.5 in some games, 3.5 with other players. And these things, 4, they start to add up, and you're like, damn. You go back and look at the tape, man, how did he do it against all odds? He's just continuing to rush the passer and make an impact on the games. You see it with guys like Max Crosby. Yeah. And yes, we automatically throw this, special tag on a guy and just, defensive player of the year just because what he's done in the past. This is a proven thing. You got to do it each and every year. And look, we're about to be 3 games into this season, and I don't think we've seen that moment where we're saying, That's Micah. He's impacted the game. He's changing everything about the way that teams are playing against him. And when you come up against a Lamar Jackson, you absolutely need a guy like Micah to be a difference maker.
My Yeti cool customer is the Cowboys defensive front. It's that simple. Baltimore went 150 last week.
They did.
It lost against the Raiders at home, but if you roll up another $150 on the Cowboys, now you're out there cooking with gas. If you want to beat the Cowboys right now, run the ball on them. And if you're running the ball on them, it also means that Dak Prescott and company, they're on the bench. So to me, the D-line has got to man up, make a stand, and figure out how to slow down Derrick Henry. Guys have got to make sure, and Church, you know this, guys have also got to make sure they're aware, play your gaps, because you cannot let Lamar Jackson, this is going to be a tough task. So the D-line has to play their best game of the year. They were embarrassed last week. Alvin Kamara dusted off the cobwebs, ran in there for 4 touchdowns, posing out here. Come on, man.
Not the dust
Come on,
off.
man. You know what's funny? I heard somebody, a radio guy, like, man, I passed on Alvin Kamara twice in my fantasy draft.
You made a mistake.
Yeah, mistakes are made.
But that's what people thought. Like, oh man, he has been. People thought he was a has been. He looked like he was ready for the Pro Bowl again. True. Now we still have 15 games to see. Is he that guy? Did the Cowboys just make him look that good? Yeah. And Derrick Henry lives right here in the Dallas area. Sent every smoke signal he could. I'd like to be a Cowboy. They decided they didn't want him, so now he's got his opportunity. Let's hope it's not one of those Randy Moss type moments.
I wasn't a Randy. It won't be a Randy. Come on, we didn't pass him up in the draft. The Randy Moss thing. Come on now.
I'm just saying.
Greg Ellis, Randy Moss is always going to be tied to one another because we had an opportunity.
But Randy took it personal. He was like, you know what? And so here's Derrick Henry. You telling your boys, you got your friends calling media people to try to put it out there. Hey, I'd like to be a Cowboy. No, they didn't want to pay your number. You're living here. You're like, man, go right down the road. You know how it is, Chuck.
Oh yeah,
right down the road.
Get your kids up there.
Right now, the man got to go to Baltimore, rent a place, get all
state
that
taxes.
Right, all that.
We're so sorry.
Okay.
We are so sorry.
Don't let them take it out on
you.
Okay, Hek'ma.
Come on, man.
I mean, if Alvin Kamara can get dusted off, you know.
Come on, man.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Nah, man. No, this. I love what you're saying.
That's why they be the cool customer this week, baby.
The Yeti cool customer.
The whole unit.
Everybody.
Everybody together.
Lock on. I thought we were doing just one. We got the whole defensive line room.
The whole room.
You gonna throw the coach in there too?
Everybody get a piece.
Coach Jay-Z, Greg guys, everybody get out there. Everybody build that wall. Make Mexico pay for it.
No.
Build the wall.
Hey,
build that wall.
It's over with.
Build the wall. Right there.
That's gonna be. The thing is that it's gonna be a tough task. And I said it yesterday. I want to see who makes a business decision.
There's going to be a lot made.
I want to see who makes a business decision because if he gets through that line, because look, no matter what he's lost, he's still so big that if he gets a head of steam.
It's like the juggernaut.
So how do you sell the businesses? Do you dive low?
Oh, you gonna see cats going in there.
Do it?
You can tell when a guy's going in to make a business decision. One, he's checking the shoe size. Nobody's making tackles looking down like this at the shoelaces. That's just not how. You got to hit the thigh board. That's how you tell when guys are low, down by the feet, and all they do is kind of throw that chicken wing shoulder in there. They get skinny.
Is that the noise they make?
We call it getting skinny. Instead of getting in there, chest up, you get skinny, and you try to say, "Oh, coach, I was forcing them back to my help."
Yeah, you were.
No, you weren't. You was in there. You were. You just threw a shoulder and a chicken wing out there, and you try to give that effort. You fall on the ground, or the business decision that a lot of cats use to, not getting off a block. Like, I understand, some of these cats, they gonna block. They go, they get a little effort in there. Strain. They call it, we straining over here, coach, we straining. Nah, man, you could have got off that block 30 seconds ago.
Players are mad at you right now.
I'm telling you,
Barry Church is giving away the secrets.
They put that strain in there, coach, you see.
I'm trying.
Nah, man.
No, you're not.
You could have been got off that block. Here comes Derrick Henry, rolling right past. Oh, coach, man, I held the edge.
Yeah.
I held the edge and forced him back. Nah, that's a business decision, my brother.
He's just one of those players, man. You got to gang tackle this dude. You got to get guys hats on that ball each and every time. And I mean, we've been trying to accomplish that a few times. We think that everybody's forward from Cleveland. No, sir.
And I'm glad they don't have Tennessee's run game, because back when he was in Tennessee, they used to get that we call it a nub formation, and they used to block up and force that corner one-on-one. Derrick Henry would get the handoff and bounce it straight to that corner, and you would see business decisions happen each and every down.
Yeah.
But they don't have that type of run game, so thank goodness.
That's that old 70 chip play that they had in the Super Bowl with John Riggins. He was one-on-one with the DB. Next thing you know, that he's stiff-armed homeboy. He was reaching. DB from Miami was reaching. John Riggins just put him down. And next thing you know, he running 44 yards.
Ended up winning the
Super Bowl. Right.
Time.
Yeah. So yes. And back to that whole thing in terms of the defensive line being a Yeti cool customer. If they're not up front doing their thing there, the linebacker's going to be in trouble. Mm-hmm. We already talked about Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks, nice player, but there's about a 4.5-inch difference between he and King Henry in terms of height.
Yeah. But a guy that's made so many tackles in the league, you don't question his toughness and his ability to go in there and tackle guys. He ain't never ran from nothing, Besides, be damned.
But how many times can you keep doing
that?
No,
I mean, absolutely.
And then, you got whoever out there not getting it done next to, how many times you go get up there?
Yeah.
And that's what he does. He wears you down, man.
By the fourth quarter, man, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Jack Lambert. I don't care who it is. It'd be Thomas Hollywood Henderson. I mean, you keep taking that many hits time after time. I mean, we see what King Henry does. It's a list of victims. It's a list of victims along the way here.
Yeah.
And that's why that Cowboy D-line's they've got to redeem themselves more than anyone. Because if you don't, then you're giving Baltimore exactly what they I know if I'm calling plays for Baltimore, that's what I want to do. I mean, we got to run.
It can't be like it was last week, where you saw the holes were gaping and Kamara didn't get touched until he got to that linebacker level. Let Henry get a full head of steam before you get to the secondary.
No.
Come on, man. We are talking about a business decision.
That's the one thing that you don't want to see, and I think. One of the things that I've seen from Baltimore lately, especially last year with Todd Monken taking over as offensive coordinator, he's come in with a more college-style approach on offense to how to use Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has had to change who he is with offensive coordinators over the years because they're just trying to figure out, what's the best way to use this guy? And when you give him a running game and you have something else to worry about, where he makes his money is in the passing game. Things break down. Hey, I'm out of here. But now what are they doing? They got full-on design runs that they come – and anybody that has a Lamar Jackson is going to, scheme up to get him the ball, run him on those design runs. But my fear is with Derrick Henry is his ability to demoralize the defense. And, I mean, once he gets going downhill in that third, fourth quarter, you see guys just bouncing off of him. That's the image in my head that I have of him that I absolutely don't want to see.
I will say this. As good as Henry, has been in the past and all that great stuff, he still hasn't gone over 100 yards yet this year, and they are 0-2. So as good as, this offense can be, we haven't seen them clicking on all cylinders. So
it's early.
It's early.
It's early.
That's true.
It's early.
And their offensive line is bad.
Yeah.
You go back to CeeDee Lamb last year, first 4 games.
That's true.
Not memorable. Next thing you know, the dude lead the league in catches and all pro and everything. So
that's true.
This is early in the year. People are trying to figure out who does what well. And if you figure it out properly, that's why the Cowboys need to get a lead, play with it, and try to make the Ravens have to play catch up and use their pass game. All right, let's make some picks.
Let's do it.
Let's make our picks here.
Let's do it.
I think last week was bad for us all.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What was it?
Chris B will tell you. He'll give you the update. Okay. We'll come back here. We'll let you know how bad we were right here on the Players Lounge. Brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Get it from Chris B.
I'm Cowboys alumni Danny McCray, here with Smoothie King asking, what's that sound? That's the sound of me sipping one of their Power Pack smoothies with over 10 grams of protein. With real fruits and organic veggies, because at Smoothie King, what you see is what you sip. So grab a delicious Smoothie King smoothie, throw a straw in your jaw, and get sipping real. Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2023 NFL season, Hugo Boss teamed up with the NFL and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection featuring hoodies, crews, t-shirts, polos, joggers, and more. The bold, unique apparel of the Boss NFL collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, at HugoBoss.com, and at Boss retail stores. #Be your own boss.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1. Any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12. No crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Canes rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboy Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboy fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year. Go Cowboys.
Hek'ma Harrison, thank you very much. Barry Church, former Cowboy safety, right here on the Players Lounge. I am Newy Scruggs. It's brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. All right, Chris Beam, what were we last week on the picks here?
Last week's picks, Newy and Church were 3-3 last week.
Let's go, baby.
And Hek'ma Harrison was 2-4.
Lightweight.
Thank you, Arizona.
AZ.
And the records as we sit right here is everybody's tied for first place at 4-5. So there you go, 3-way tie. So,
okay, all right.
You guys ready for this week?
Let's do it.
Green Bay is traveling to Tennessee. Tennessee's favored by 1.5.
Do we know if Jordan Love's playing? Anybody? No.
Give me Green Bay to win this one, 21-14.
Man, give me.
You gonna take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take mistake-prone Levis and the crew to get the first dub. Give me 20-17, Tennessee.
TP, you going with TP in them? TP in them. Where's the game at, Chris? Can I ask you that?
At Tennessee.
I'm going with Tennessee.
Yeah, Tony
Come on,
Pollard, baby,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go. He actually been playing well this year too.
All right, Newy's on his own
You
there.
all out there trusting Will Levis.
Yeah, we did, right?
Mayo in the coffee.
Okay.
We'll hear about this.
The Chicago Bears are traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Colts are favored by 1.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Give me Indy. They need a win. They need a win here. So give me Indy 26-18.
Yeah, Indy plays well at home. Give me Indy. Plus, I just don't, Caleb kind of runs me the wrong way. But give me Indy 24-17. Give me Indy 24-17.
Okay. I'm going Indy. Give me Indy. 17. Give me 17.
Okay, that means
17.
the Bears are going to win.
I know. 17-10. 17-10.
All right, so we got Houston traveling to Minnesota. Minnesota is favored by 1.5.
Doesn't look like Nixon's playing.
Yeah, let me get Houston to go ahead, get that thing done. Give me a 27-14 win.
Yeah, that pass rush getting after Donald. Give me Houston 28-21.
Man, Houston. I'm going H-Town with this one, too. C.J. Stroud, too much.
21.
Yeah, I'm going to C.J. Stroud. Let's go 21-17.
All right, and the next game we've got is Philadelphia is traveling to New Orleans.
Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Okay,
I already took that ass whooping.
That one.
Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
That one. New Orleans is favored by 2.5.
Somebody else get that belt.
What's your score there?
Hey, give it 7-3. They gonna kill. I don't care. They gonna get destroyed. I don't care what the score is.
Give me the Saints.
Ooh.
36.
21.
High scoring.
Camara gonna keep on rolling.
He's gonna keep rolling.
Keep on
they
rolling.
Got momentum on their side.
Keep on rolling, man.
They
So
do.
give me 36-21. I think everybody goes like, "Ooh, this is real."
Yeah, it could be. Give me Philly though.
What?
Give me Philly.
Boy, you and this Kellen Moore love.
What?
This Kellen Moore love you have.
He's going to ride that one.
28-24.
Dog, the world need people like you.
Give me Philly.
You know what I'm saying? We need more Barry Churches in the world. Your loyalty is like insane.
Is A.J. Brown playing?
Give me Philly. No, he's not. He's not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. So, but you got Kellen Moore going on the road.
Let me change my score too.
Kellen Moore.
Change my score. 31-28.
Give me Philly.
How?
31-28.
Yes, sir. What?
Get that
Drop off
I
and
got
going
that
2-0,
Jedi mind
man.
trick on Hek'ma, boy.
No, you don't.
They drop
You
off.
Front
don't.
running, got the corner
You don't.
front running. That changed the picks. I like
I changed my.
Not the front run.
Like this is the way, Heck. This is the way.
Do or do not.
This is the way. No more training do you require, Hek'ma.
I
You got it.
I got mind control on Debo.
Young
Padawan.
When he leave, I be talking. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
All right, we're going to go. Next game is Baltimore at Dallas.
26-20 Baltimore.
Oh, that was quick. 26-20. Damn.
Quick.
Let me think. Let me process this a little bit. Give
Damn,
me.
dog. Did you think about it? Have you?
What was the score again? I'm sorry.
26-20.
Damn. I mean, darn. Let me get Baltimore as well. But I think it's gonna be a little bit lower score. Let me get 21-17.
Hey, first off, let's just be honest. The old Bill Parcells ad. All I can go by is what I see.
That is very true.
Until you stop it, I can't believe you're gonna stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So, till then, I'm not gonna buy into this anymore. I bought into it last week.
Yeah, that's true.
The game was over second quarter.
It was.
I was out there TV was just on.
Not
It was just
even
on.
watching.
It was just on. Like, the game is on. You're not really watching it. You don't need to write nothing else down. He just laid down and took it.
Whoop that.
Right. Yeah, like hustle and flow. Get him.
Y'all having fun.
Get him.
Y'all having fun with this one.
I
like it.
All right, come on, Cowboy. Come on, Cowboy.
The ends justify the means, man.
Come on,
And
Cowboy.
Look, we want to make sure that it all ends the same way. At the end of what was it? What was you were 10-7, right? So no matter how you pick, 10-7, you were
9-8.
9-8,
Making a playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the sheet of integrity. We filled out the end. We went game by game. You had this as a loss.
I did.
I had this as a loss.
Yeah.
You had this as a loss.
Yeah.
But you about to flip it.
Yeah, I'm flipping.
Oh,
Let's flip it.
And you know this.
I'm flipping right here.
Okay, we know.
I'm flipping. But listen, you gave the numbers. You talk about after a loss, what did the Cowboys do after a loss? You ran down Mike McCarthy's record after a loss. Then you said Dak's record after a loss. All of those, historically, at home, what it is. And all of those numbers favor the Cowboys. I would be a fool to sit up here and say that the Cowboys are not going to win at home for the second time. No way.
Wearing the Cowboy T-shirt.
Ain't
Cowboy
no
jacket.
way.
Yeah, you're right.
Ain't no way. So I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys in this game. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Score.
We scored 30. It's 30 points on these guys. We're gonna put 30 points on this one. We're gonna put 30 points up against them, and I'm going 31-16.
Whoa.
Wow. Got a whooping.
31-16. 30-16.
Man.
Stopping the run to over 100 yards or under 100 yards.
We come on now. Don't add all that to it, man.
They gonna smack him up like that.
You have to. You got to come in here. You got to smack them. That's what you got to do.
Treat them like Cleveland, huh?
You got to treat them like Cleveland.
Treat them like Cleveland.
And it's kind of crazy how the Cleveland-Baltimore dynamic, I like it. Stefanski run game, Watson.
Well, it's about tackles, about the offensive tackle.
Either way. Either way.
Big deal.
I already made my pick, so we'll be in here on Monday, and I stand on business, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
What's Lamar Jackson against the NFC?
I'm stand on business.
20-1 or something like that.
You weren't talking about all them stats before. Why you just now bringing that out, dog? Why you just out? And we done been in here for 5 days. You mean to tell me it took you 4 days and 43 minutes to bring that stat out?
My boy Newy was hit with this
That's
stat,
what we
and
do.
It just kind of popped in his brain.
That's what we do. Thank you, Barry.
Like 20-1.
Thank you, Barry.
It's the NFC.
Thank you, Barry.
Man,
Thank you, Barry. We've been just when you think you know a guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of communication happens to make this show go down.
By the way, the Cowboys are 1-5 all time against Baltimore.
1-5
as a franchise. 1-5. I was there that night. They shut down Texas Stadium. Remember that, Chris Bean? Remember that final game at Texas Stadium? Uncle Wade. They brought everybody back.
Uncle Wade, man.
I was talking to Jim Harbaugh in the hallway. He was enjoying it because his brother was coaching the team. But, that was a night right there, boy. Woof.
Shout out to Uncle
Two of the roughest nights that I ever saw at Texas Stadium. When Emmett set the record and they lost the rushing record. That one was hard to watch. And then when they final game at Texas Stadium, the Ravens it was like this Saints game was like, ooh.
Brother, ooh.
So, but Hek'ma's got him winning.
I remember that.
Church.
Big McClain was running crazy on that. Remember that? That's a big dude, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was running rough shot. What they call it, rough shot.
Yep, 1-5. 1-5 is what it is. Bill Belichick says it best. It's not when you play, it's when you play them. So let's see. Here comes the Ravens, 0-2. Let's see what they've got. King Henry's coming to town. Can they stop it? We don't know if Mozzie Smith is playing, but if my Yeti cool customers don't come through, it could be that kind of day. But
the unit.
Right. Yeah, but we stayed with our sheet of integrity.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
That's all we can do. We stood on business. That's what we said. We stood on business.
That's
so.
it,
Take your earphones off, man.
Oh, really? You gonna do this?
Cowboy Nation, I hope your team win.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?